you satisfied with your academic achievements to date? On the whole, yes, I am satisfied with my academic achievements. There are areas that obviously I would like to improve upon, but I think I've improved since those areas whilst doing my law degree and my LPC.
Okay. There's loads of different questions that come up, and if you have a bad academic qualification, you will get asked about it, just because it's an ideal opportunity to get something negative across. So I see you've got bad A-levels, do you class that, or looking at your A-level results, do you class them as a success or a failure, is a very common question. Or I see you've got a 2-2, what went wrong? Or are you embarrassed by your 2-2? And questions like that, you've got to be a politician and think around the question, completely around the question. So, have you got a 2-1 or a 2-2? Or you're not finished?
No, I was doing ILEX. So.
Oh, you're doing ILEX, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Just for an easier example, you've got E's, but you're heading for the 2-1 or the first.
Yeah.
So if you were asked, looking at your A-levels, they're not very good, are they? Do you class them as a success or a failure? You say, well, since the time of my A-levels, I've moved on to my law degree and I'm looking at getting a first class. That is the prediction because of all the good grades I've had. So you've completely avoided the question that you've been asked because there is no answer to the question about your A-levels. So many people, there's a couple in here who put extenuating circumstances on the CV to do with A-levels or degrees. And I would almost guarantee, without knowing the reasons, and I'm sure, if you wanted to tell me, fine, I can guarantee that that is probably not going to help you, as opposed to if you just left the A-levels as they are and didn't comment on that. Even if you've got the circumstance where your parents both died in a tragic car accident, and I have had this, people have come for advice on this specific point. If you go for an interview and put A-levels bad due to extenuating circumstances, and they ask you, and they say, well, both parents were killed in a car accident, when you leave, that's the only thing that person will remember you for. And you don't want them to remember you as that. They want you to remember them as the person who's a fantastic, experienced lawyer who's going to go a long way. Okay, so try and keep off it, try and move around, and try and concentrate on other things. Cool.
Could you turn it into a positive though? Say for example you learn about how to deal with stress impacting your college work or uni work. Could you say that although this happened and I got bad A-levels, could you say, well, I've learned from those experiences and how to deal with stress and it doesn't affect me as much in the future?
Yes, you could. But yes, to a certain extent, because you're saying that yes, you accept that they weren't very good, but you've learned, so now you're moving on in the future. But draw their attention to what you're doing now. So in your case, I have a 2-1, and a 2-1 is a fantastic achievement. So many people finish up with 2-2s and 3s, etc. So to constantly bring them back to the good grade and the good result, and keep reminding them of that. Get it in their head, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. More times you mention it, more times they remember you for that and not DCT.
If you've got a 2-2, you can try and bring them to your work experience and
yeah.
You've been able to function as a solicitor and as a paralegal.
Yes, absolutely. If you get a 2-2, and I hope no one else does, I hope all get 2-1s, etc. If you're at that stage, it does make a difference. And there are firms that you cannot go to for training contracts. Even once you've qualified, those firms will still be in touch with us as recruitment agents looking for a 3-year qualified solicitor with excellent academics, and that means exactly the same thing every time. That they always want somebody with a 2-1 and straight A's at A-level or ABB. I even had a firm down in Surrey who were recruiting an employment solicitor, 10 years qualified, £80,000-90,000 salary, sent the CV off, got a phone call from the HR manager, can you check his A-levels for us? This is 10-year qualified solicitor. Check his A-levels and ring the solicitor who swears down the phone for me, what the effing hell do they need to know those? Well, that's 20 years ago. But I got DDE. Phone the phone, got DDE. Sorry, not interested.
How can they justify that
academic consistency. If you're a consistent high flyer throughout your career, you're exactly the same. If you've had dips and ups and downs, what's to say that you're not going to have a dip in future? That's the thinking behind it. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, that's what they're thinking.
Surely someone who's underperformed at university and can perform extremely well for 10 years is an overachiever, therefore is more likely, has had a disadvantage, therefore has flown higher than the person who's you get on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not defending what they do. I'm just telling you as it is. These things happen. You know, it's not me stood here saying if you don't get good A levels, you're stuffed in certain firms. This is harsh reality. This is what some law firms do. It's not all of them, but people, big magic circle, silver circle, some chambers, most of them will have specific requirements on that because. If you think about it from there, they've got trainee solicitors, they've got 6,000 applications for 10 places. The easiest way to filter is to say anyone without a 2-1 is gone, and you knock it down to 3,000. And then you say anyone without straight A's at A levels gone, knock it down to 400. Anyone who didn't go to Eton or Harrow, knock them down another 10. Oh yeah, now they can go through and start filtering. And then they'll read the answers. And that's how some of them do it. Obviously I've made up the Eton and Harrow bit, but the other bits are fairly accurate.